Going on, everyone? I'm back at it again. You know, I just wanted to make a quick video about the black pill community and then also looksmaxxing in general, because it has been like an ongoing trend that I've been seeing a lot on my YouTube front page. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because black pill community in general is leading young men down a very, you know, the wrong path, basically, so to speak. The problem with black pill is that, goddamn, every single one of the people who are actually in the black pill community are incels. I'm just going to say it straight up, okay? Like, it's these people who at first, they got into it, for self-improvement reasons, right? They want to better their looks. And, I will never be against that, right? I think that every man should strive to improve himself day to day until, they've lived a life that they have, been proud of themselves and the life they've lived. Whatever, right? But what this community has kind of turned into is a bunch of people who autistically analyze, facial features, um, and just glaze the hell out of, quote unquote, chads, on the internet. While that is fine and dandy, a lot of these guys don't even put in, the work. They don't do anything to help their own situations. And if you've been watching my channel for a little bit, you know that I'm all about, self-improvement and trying to better yourself, right? Becoming more self-centered, basically, right? So that you yourself can live a better life. But the black community is kind of divided into one of these two sections, right? The people who are online all the time and they complain about, how, oh my God, Chad gets all the women, I hate women so much because like they're this, they're that, they're so vain. But what they don't understand is that everyone on this earth is vain. It is a very, selfish world. Everyone is out there for themselves. Like, no matter what situation may be. Like, put two people in, you know, a scenario where it is threatening their life and they are going to do it for their own best interest. And every human on this earth is doing that to a subconscious level, right? Whether it is for monetary goods or spiritual goods, their own mental or whatever, right? Uh, the other side is a bunch of people getting, plastic surgery, doing, the M stuff, the crystal, like a certain clavicular persona guy did. And the problem with that is that looks, okay, I will admit that looks do matter, like, quite a bit in this world, but it is not everything, right? Like, brother, sure, you look good now, and then what, right? You might even get laid, but then what? When you're on your deathbed, are you going to be able to say that you are proud of the life you've lived? You know what I'm saying? Uh, and what you're kind of missing is that a lot of, if your goal is to get women, yes, looks is what get you into the door, but after that, if you want like, a loyal girlfriend, someone who you'll marry and be with for the rest of your life, you need to realize that they look for a lot more than just looks. Looks fade very quickly, You may be attracted to someone, but if if you don't have anything else going for you, if you don't have money, if you don't have charisma, right? None of that really matters. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, next point. There's like this air of just victim mentality everywhere that I look in the black pill community, And a lot of these guys aren't trying to improve themselves through the black pill. Like, there are channels on YouTube that talks about how, you know, oh, this guy get mugs, this guy gets his girlfriend stolen. But all that does is it kind of reinforced this idea inside of, the people inside the black pill community that, oh, I was right all along. Women are our enemy, right? And why even bother? I'm just going to check out of dating because, there's no point. Like, oh my God, I'm such a chud. There's nothing I can do anymore. Oh my God, whatever am I gonna do with my life up to this point, man? There's no point in pursuing anything else, right? Why should I even bother going to the gym if this 6'2", 10% body fat, 10 out of 10 jazz is just going to take my girl? And I think that's just a very, very sad mindset to have in life, right? Like, you were given this opportunity to come down to earth, right? It's like, what, 1 in 4 trillion to be born? And you're just going to throw away, like, throw in the towel and then just call it a day just because, some people may have been dealt a better card than us, right? Like, imagine if, let's see, if in Solo Leveling, right, the anime, Jung's, what was this guy? The protagonist. He was dealt an E rank. He was like a loser. Imagine if he just said, oh my God, bro, like, I can never get to these S rank people. And then, he just gives in right there. And then he just becomes a chud loser in incel. And he just complains about all the S rank, about how it's not fair, this and that, blah, 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 bro. Like that. If you come up to me in real life and then say all that, bro, I don't want to be talking to you. Because, like, you bring no value to the table at that point. You know what I'm saying? What you should do instead is, right, use the cards that you were given, Everyone is born with some kind of advantage in life, whether it be looks, physique. If you have good vocal range, maybe think about getting into music. If you're a creative person, maybe get into designing. If you're smart, go into research. If you're, I don't know, good with money, go into finance. I don't know, trade some stock or something, bro. Do something. Make your parent proud that they've put you on this earth to do things, right? Like, okay, a lot of us men, a lot of our, how we become proud of ourselves is through achievement, right? We are very rational creatures, right? And chasing looks, chasing women is not something that will ever end in you being satisfied ever. It's similar to, money, right? If you let money be the end goal, you'll never be satisfied, right? Because, well, are you going to raise $1 trillion and then surpass Elon Musk? It's probably not happening. And even if you do, then what? What are you going to do with all that money, right? It's just, brother, that's not the path that I want you to go down at all. Next point I do want to make is that a lot of this stuff is fueled by rage. Like, all I had to do was go on one black pill edit video and then check the comments, bro. It's always people talking about some, oh my God, yeah, look at this Judd guy. I knew it. I've been right all along, right? Judd 6'11" guy takes girlfriend from loyal beta buck girlfriend or whatever the hell, right? It's just that over and over and over and over again. And then imagine what happens if that is what you're seeing every single day, right? Because with how the algorithm works, it will keep on showing you what you're interested in over and then over and then over again until eventually that's all you think about, right? Because these websites are designed to keep you on the website. So they're just going to show you these content over and over and over again. And that's all you can think about, right? And then eventually you're going to feel hopeless. You might check out of dating and then, basically become a judge. Wow, what a self-fulfilling prophecy. Who would have thought? The mind is very powerful, you guys. If you think about something all the time and then eventually you convince your mind that you are that thing, you will. There's a very likely chance you will become that thing for yourself. So, kind of what my tips on all of this is that, one, do accept the good things about the black pill community and then looksmaxxing in general, right? There are some truth in that, like a little grain of salt in there. Improve your looks, right? Take care of your skin, take care of your health. Go to the gym, sleep early, have a good diet, also that you can look the best that you can look. And after that, move the hell on. Move the hell on. I'm being serious. Like, after you've done all this, leave the goddamn black pill community behind. Don't ever engage in that thing ever again, bro. And then start pursuing, I don't know, business, a career, maybe start a social media account, literally anything, dude, right? If you've genuinely, maxed out all of your looks, you will always get some of that halo effect that, the black pill community is always talking about. And then you can use that to your advantage. If you're, genuinely cooked, then I'm sorry, just go pursue literally anything else. You can still make it. I'm so sick of these excuses that people make, right? It's like the same thing with fitness, People use all sorts of excuse. The mind is very good at making up, all kind of reasons why you shouldn't do something. You're rationalizing at that point, right? In fitness, if you're trying to lose weight, but you don't actually want to do it, you're lazy, all that, what you're going to start to tell yourself is some along the line of, oh man, it's just my hormone. I've been raised this ways, right? Do I really have to give up any of these food? It's the same concept over and over and over again. Matter of fact, it's the concept for any part of life in general. I'm not even gonna lie. Right? So, some last note. Right? Like I said, take the good part of the black pill and then leave it. And then after that, go build other things in your life. Literally anything, right? After that, once you're set, you're good to go. Maybe when you eventually, become old, you can tell your kids about how, you've been able to achieve everything that you've ever wanted, even with the cards stacked against you, right? That is what makes for a really good story. And when we're, eventually dead, that's what is going to make us not have regrets, right? The stories that we tell our kids and whether or not we were satisfied with that stories. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about with today's video. After this point, I'm just going to, start telling my life as always. I'm currently around 140 pounds regarding fitness. I've been journaling more, reading a lot more. I've been getting more outside. And it kind of ties back to, the whole point of this video. Go outside more, right? You'll realize that looks isn't all that matters. People have other things that they care about too. But yeah, anyways, that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. As always, have a blessed day, everyone.